Welcome Flavor Aid drinkers. Whether your Flavor Aid comes with a polio shot in it or not, I don't know, but that's not up to me, is it? That's up to you. Welcome to part 3 of the professionalism of Monika's entity with Monika's ghost. That's me. So, I put up this meme because I wanted to point out something. It's dualistic in the professionalism of healthcare. And basically, if you're on the big pharma side, which is the term I use, even though I don't like it either, but I don't know what else to call them, Western medicine side, let's say, you always think you're right no matter what. And if you're on the alt medicine side, you always think you're right no matter what. But you know what I find interesting is that when I talk with professionals, as I just did on a Facebook a little while ago, I messaged with somebody who was wonderful out of Wisconsin, who have actually been to their homeopathic shop and purchased things before and discussed things with them, and hope to do so again. And my rheumatologist, who I used to see, who is now retired, but once in a while still talk to, and is absolutely the queen of modern Western medicine. Both of these people act with severe and wonderful and awesome professionalism. And when I say severe, I mean that as a real word. I'm not just throwing a word out there because I couldn't think of another one. I mean severe professionalism. And what do I mean by that? I mean a person that can admit when something is wrong, can admit when they're not sure that they have the proper information and are willing to help you find it. And as healthcare professionals, understand that everybody is different. Every physiological part of us is different. Every mental part, intellectual part, every little teeny weeny thing down to our little itty bitty toenail, all of us are different. Completely unique. Which means that uniquely, when looking to comfort or cure, looking to keep our health going, we probably, each and every single one of us, is going to react differently. Here is an example. I cannot have a fucking shot to save my life. A vaccination shot anymore. When I was a kid, I had every vaccination that existed. That's fine. I have a couple children who are the same way. As soon as they get a shot, they get ill. And they almost get the same exact symptoms every time. It could be completely psychosomatic, right? Could be. But because of that, I spoke with a doctor who was completely professional, and we sat down and we made alternative schedules and we discussed vaccination risk, which means, is it worth the risk to have this vaccination done? Or is it going to matter in the long run for you? Is it going to matter in the long run for society? For the quote-unquote herd at large that you will be hanging with? And if it does, will you get it anyway if you need to? That is professionalism. On the opposite side of that, I have gone to several alternative medicine practitioners, and almost everything I've done actually has worked except for one thing. I had what was called myofascial release done completely. Not just, I had it done one time by a friend who is a masseuse, and it was good in the one spot. So I went and had it done all over. Guess what happened? I was practically dead. I was in bed for days. Could not handle it. Didn't work. I know tons of people, though, who love it, get it done like every 6 months. Everybody's different. As a professional, when I said to this masseuse, that didn't work for me. And I feel bad recommending it to other people because I don't want something to happen to them like happened to me. Did that person come back and call me a fucktard or a cunt? Monika Milka? No, they did not. As a professional, they came back and they said to me, wow, that's really too bad, and that's going to happen because everybody's different. I can understand why you'd have a hard time recommending this. And I, in turn, as a client who was treated with professionalism and treated with respect, have not gone around saying anything crappy about them either, because they were professional. And what they've done is obviously helping other people. And they also haven't been asked by our country's government to stop saying about how what they do is not working, or that they lie, or that they make up cures that can't be substantiated. Just saying. On the other side, I have had a couple other things that I can't do in Western medicine. Have I said anything shitty about those specific things as an overall general view, or the people who cannot participate in them, or the people who do participate? Have I said anything? Have I called them all fucktards, cunts, assholes, whatever? Have I threatened to say, because my friends have their children vaccinated at one schedule and I have my children vaccinated under another schedule, or do I then say to them, you should have all your children taken away? No, because that's not professional, is it, Monica? Do I say that they themselves should be killed, which you have said in a post? No, I don't say that. I say, wow, they choose to do that, and I hope that they've done the research to make sure that all of that is well understood. I know that I can't, and I've had a couple children who could not follow through with that, so we've done it differently. I've had doctors get in my face and tell me that I'm wrong, and then other doctors come up and support me. So it's about professionalism. The doctor who gets in my face and tells me I'm wrong is not a professional. If we have a discussion and both sides are listened to with respect, and the side, if there is proof that one side is quote-unquote wrong, blanketedly, that their blanket statements are completely invalid, the reasonable human being and the professional that is treating that reasonable human being should be able to have a reasonable conversation. And that is what I find to be healthcare professionalism. And I am not saying that, Monica, you are the only person who does not have healthcare professionalism. I see it every day, every place I go. When I go to any kind of health appointment, whether it be with Western medicine or alternative medicine, I see lots of unprofessional people. But you, my love, are a beacon of unprofessionalism. A person comes to your page and asks you a serious question. You delete their post. I've had several people come to me from Facebook and say, I went to this person's page and I asked them honestly, and they deleted my post and then said that I was a troll and a fucktard and I was paid by Big Pharma. So instead of saying, I'm sorry, I can't answer that, or no, homeopathic medicines do not work for HIV. They're meant for smaller, everyday, systematic problems. You should really go see a health professional that specializes in HIV, or an oncologist for your cancer. And there are several very good cancer centers in America that do whole body work and have seen great success. Have you done any of these things, Monica? No. You have called anybody who questions what you have to say with validity whores, cunts, and fucktards. Would I continue seeing a healthcare professional who referred to anybody as a fucktard? No. Would I begin seeing one that refers to anybody as a fucktard? No. I don't think anybody else should either. And that concludes our professionalism part of Monica's entity. And now we'll be moving on to, over the next, I would say, after I calculated it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, probably a video every other day or so of going through her posts and seeing if she's violated Australian law, Australian court order, and if she has posted anything with a kernel of truth, or if it's all just out and out lies. And I'm excited because the homeopathic doctor, the person who I spoke with who was registered and actually went to school for this, says that if I need to reference her, I take that back, because she doesn't want her name out there in this. If I need to get references from her, she will help me find references that will help in both directions. Because, well, once again, she's a professional. You guys have a good day.